I remember the days, always at the same place, the same people every day. I will never forget this black old Corvette standing in front of my way. We were both in high school. I thought I was a fool. Oh, when I was falling for you. You keep drawing me in, and I know it's a sin. But even so, yeah, I need you. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. Feel so bittersweet, knowing I can leave. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. I can feel the beat on my heart and beats. 'Cause you taste like candy. Sunday, feel so bittersweet, knowing I can leave. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. I can feel the beat on my heart and beats. 'Cause you taste like candy. Tasty. You on a Sunday, feel so bittersweet, knowing I can live. You taste like candy, eat you on a Sunday. I can feel the beat of my heart increase.
You don't know what goes on behind these eyes. You don't know the loneliness hidden inside. You don't know I wanna eat you up alive. Come and get to know me, my type of wild. I'm the kind that spins you and hangs you dry. Well, I'm already on to another side. If you gave me your whole life, I would still have room for more. 'Cause I've got that appetite. Maybe I never feel whole. You might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. 'Cause I'm a black gold for your love. Like you, na 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 na, my center of gravity. 'Cause it's true, na na na, everything they say about me. I'll love you like a supernova, burn into you like a shooting star. Always craving for you to come to me. Though this way of life, no, it ain't healthy, but ain't no other way, it's just what I need. I want all your soul, I want your body. I'm the type that licks her play clean. Don't wanna let go, wanna you can eat. If you gave me your whole life, I would still have room for more. 'Cause I've got that appetite. Baby, I never feel whole. You might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. 'Cause I'm a black gold for your love. For your love. would still have room for more, 'cause I've got that appetite. Baby, I never feel whole. You might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. 'Cause I'm a black girl for your love. Never be enough. 'Cause I'm a black girl for your love.
Oh no, that is what they all say when they see me pouring some wine. Oh, think it's empty again. Better fill it up before I go. 'Cause I'm loving it, feeling it, touch me and being it. See what I see in it, I'm typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, fuck with it, flow with it, let it all go. Oh Lord, think you know what I'm like, but you don't fall, you lose control. Bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly. 'Cause I know what you don't. It is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up. How sad. Oh boy, got so hot I forgot what I should have thought of before. Sure ain't easy for you to let go of the rules, 'cause there's so much fun. Are you loving the feeling it? Push me, are you in it? Don't say what you're seeing, but typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, fuck with it, flow with it, please let it go. Oh no, think I did it again. I said a few things that I shouldn't have done. Well, bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly. 'Cause I know what you don't. It is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up. How sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up. Now come alive with me and quit the jealousy. I know you're bored, I know it's boring me. Now come alive, baby, get out the grave with me. I know you're bored. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up. How sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up. How sad.
Oh darling, if I had bought you flowers, would you still be here by my side? Yeah, I thought this moment could be ours, while I'm walking lonely through the night. You can break my bones, break all the promises, but leave me alone. fucking stay with him. Just to fucking stay with him. Darling, if I had bought you flowers, what if you stayed at home the night? Yeah, I've been lonely counting hours while I'm getting blinded by the light. You can break my bones, break all the promises, but leave me alone. Don't break my heart. You should fucking stay with him. You should fucking stay with him. Break my bones, break all the promises, but leave me alone. Don't break my heart.
When I'm up through the night, I can't turn down the noise, tear all the worries out of my mind about who I'm supposed to be. I start to believe I can't get it right. Remember the days I let slip away, they were simpler times. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon. Maybe my compass was wrong, and I'm still on my way closer to where I belong. I'm still rolling the dice, praying sometimes it don't last that long. I'm losing my faith, I'm walking away from what you knew all along. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are. Don't lose your head or your heart. I bet my life on your stars. You'll be dancing, dancing on the moon.
Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. And I end up.
Do you think you've got what it takes? The challenge will be tougher than ever. In 2023, International Esports has a new home. Over 100 nations fighting for the championship in a celebration of everything that makes esports great. Who will rise up to the challenge? Who will be the world champion?
Hello, guys. Welcome to the South Asian Regionals Dota 2 qualifiers. My name is O-Dog, and with me I have K-Dog. We will be today's casters for the Dota 2 event for you guys, and we are getting into the game number one, which is between Team India and Team Pakistan. How are you feeling about it, K-Dog?
Dude, really good. I think these guys have played each other so much, in all the local tournaments, local as in local online tournaments, because they're in the same region. And yeah, I think these guys also play each other in their pub games, so we're going to see a lot of like banter between them. And I think it's going to be really exciting. Obviously, there's the whole India-Pakistan, conflict.
Yeah.
So it always rubs off a little bit at every level, even though they're all friends with each other. So it's always nice to see like this bit of rivalry that goes on between the two nations.
Mm-hmm. And alongside that, I would also want to give a little bit of information to our audience that the World Esports Championship 2023 has a huge prize pool, which is $500,000, or I would say 4.12 crores. And the tournament has at least 130 countries which are going to be participating. And I think that prestigious tournament will take place between 24th of August and 4th of September. I would also want to mention and thank our partners, which is Inox, Artsmith, Hama, Mandeha. So this is an event which is organized by the Indian Esports Federation, and we will be casting the qualifiers, which is the Asian qualifiers. So you will see Team India fighting against multiple teams from the continent of Asia. And I think it is going to be another big event because whoever qualifies will get a chance to play in Romania. Am I right, K-Dog?
Yep, of course. And this is a really big step for us because, recently this same team, Team India, and the same players were the ones who got the bronze medal in the Commonwealth Games. And that really put us in the spotlight. Like it brought esports to the main stage to be able to win a medaled event at these games that were traditionally, for your outdoor sports. But now in like an inaugural esports event, we won a bronze medal, and it really brought a spotlight onto a lot of players. And like that, now we see more participation in these international tournaments that were previously restricted, probably due to a lack of awareness and stuff. So now just getting out there, making it more formal, allowing these players to earn a living off of this, I think it's a huge step for esports in general.
Yeah, and alongside that, I think ESFI has done a great job in promoting and encouraging and organizing these kind of events for the Indian esports athletes. Alongside that, they're also building up ecosystem in India, and they're like opening, managing, running, and developing, facilitating, and promoting all these events which are coming up. And definitely, what K Dog has mentioned when we went to this Commonwealth and we secured the bronze medal, it has definitely put us into the spotlight, which was majorly needed in India, because esports was not something which was always there in our country, but then now we are at a very big growing stage, and I'm so happy, to be able to cast these games. And about today's game, I think I am very excited. What just K Dog mentioned, that the India versus Pakistan thing, which is gonna go on, and I'm very excited to cast this game. I mean, you already know, like, the amount of energy that comes out during the cast. It is gonna be insane, because again, it's India versus Pakistan. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, please go ahead and like the video, share it with your friends. If any of your friends are not here, please call them up, because India versus Pakistan is always a big thing. Um, no matter what, like, if you talk about sports, you talk about esports in any field, I mean, these two countries have always had the rivalry. But even after having the rivalry, K-Dog, I think what you said, these guys know each other. Even I know a couple of players from both the sides, and they're like really good friends. But
Yeah.
when the time comes where you have to showcase your talent, and you have that tag on yourself, you're presenting your country, I think things do get a little heated, because then you're not friends. Then you're divided into two different sections, and they're called the two different teams that we
Yeah.
will see, that we'll be able to fight.
Dude,
Uh,
through
please go
the
ahead.
last 2 years, there's been WD Black Cup, there's been
Yeah.
Acer Predator League, where all these guys even went to Japan and played.
Mhm.
And these teams have played each other so much. We've heard of teams like Meow Meow, we've heard of players like Sanity, Mr.
Yeah.
Devil, and you even see streams of Shizzy online.
Shizzy,
And
yeah.
yeah, so there's a lot of like if you play pro Dota in this region, like you would have heard of these names, you would have heard of these teams.
Mhm.
And again, we're gonna see them battle it out once more, but this time you're gonna be representing your region in Romania against other teams from across the world, and that's amazing. It's like a TI, except
Yeah.
it's not organized
Mhm.
by Valve. That's the only difference. I
Yeah.
do believe this is for the World Esports Cup, so
Mhm.
that's going to be really fun and interesting to watch and see what these guys are what kind of strategies they've been practicing, especially having known each other and how they play, and what they're going to bring to the plate in this tournament and these qualifiers. I do believe
Yeah,
that
100%.
this is going to be a round robin format, and then they're going to have a finals BO3. So we will see
Yeah.
them play against all the other teams in this qualifier.
Mhm.
And then the winner is going to go to Riyadh and play another qualifier. And only then will they get to represent their country. I mean, only then will the country be represented in Romania.
Yeah.
So there is a bit of a road ahead of them. But, if they made it at Commonwealth, we can do it again.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I would. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't want to be a biased caster, but then again, we are Indians, and then we will have to look up to our team. Most certainly, also because we have our friends in there, and it's not just about the team. I think the players who will be playing today as the tag of Team India, or under the tag of Team India, or as Team India, are our
Yeah, of
friends
course,
as
dude.
well. So I
Yeah, of
think
course.
it's
We've
it's a
seen
good
these
way.
guys.
Yeah.
Dude, we've seen these guys rise through the ranks, all
Mhm.
our,
Yeah.
we ourselves have played in so many tournaments, we go to these tournaments and then we lose to these guys and we're like, oh God, well, let's see you make it to the big stage, bro. And then, they're actually doing it, these guys are playing against pros every day in their pubs,
Yeah.
and now they formed a team and they're playing for Team India.
Mhm.
It's really cool. I think it's really cool to see these guys, wearing like the Indian flag and Indian jersey, playing for
Yeah.
the country. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. And I mean, why not? I think it has always been exciting when it comes to Dota, because we all are Dota enthusiasts, and we have been waiting for these kind of tournaments. Other than that, I think I would also want to talk a little bit about the patch, Kadon. I think recently a big patch came into the game. We saw
Yeah.
like a 40% bigger map. That's what the stats said, right? And then
Yep.
uh,
Yep.
right before the match started, we were talking about how this patch could change so much in the game, and it definitely has changed so much, because not only the map has been reworked, but then a lot of heroes have been reworked. BKB
Mhm.
has changed. I think majority of you guys who are watching and you play every day your pub games, I know how you tend to lose your games because your carry doesn't buy a BKB. Well, I mean, it has been changed. So there are a lot of
Yeah.
changes that we can talk about. But most specifically, the thing that gives us the zeal to watch the game more is the comeback. So, what do you feel about the comeback mechanism right now in the game? Like, do you think comeback is easier, or do you think it is definitely gotten harder from the past few patches?
I think it kind of depends. So even when you think about comeback, I mean, yeah, comeback is, you're losing and then you're way behind and then you start to win a fight or two and
Yeah.
pull yourselves up. But even when you're losing, it depends on how much, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
You can lose like multiple lanes, you can lose towers, you can use things, but if your carry still has decent farm, his lane went okay,
Mhm.
the chance of you making a comeback there is a lot more likely. But
Mhm.
if you lose all three lanes and you're getting like washed across the board, you lose your tormentor at level 20 at
Yeah.
minute 20, then it is a bit harder.
Mhm.
So I would say it depends on how much you're losing by. But yeah, the map is 40% bigger. 40% is a lot, dude. That's
Yeah.
the thing is, you're like, oh, it's 40%. Okay, it's like not, it's big, but it's not that big.
Yeah.
It's a
Mhm.
lot. And
Big. Yeah. It's
I
very
think
big.
that's why even in the most recent change, they in like day before yesterday's patch, they changed the way wards work. You get much
Yeah.
more rewards for dewarding
Yeah.
because placing wards is a lot more strategic now. The number of sentries is a lot less. And
Yeah.
they also identified that, on this big map where it's so hard to find wards, you really need to be rewarded for finding them. And
Wards.
yeah, carries, there are a lot more secret camps to farm where it's harder to
Mhm.
find you. Um, there are a lot more objectives on the map. You have your wisdom runes
Yeah.
and, your lotuses and all of that. So Ah, yeah, comeback. But yeah, like you said, comeback mechanisms, they have put in a few, the way gold works, the way team
Yeah.
fighting works,
Yeah.
how it's harder to breach high ground now with the secret passage and everything.
Mhm.
Um, but I mean, it's just Dota at the end of the day. It's if as long as your basics are there, it's the same game.
Yeah.
It's more
And I.
punishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And I also think there are some major changes on the support position specifically because when you seek out on the wisdom rune as the tome of knowledge has been removed from the game. I think on
yeah.
that 7 minute mark, there could be multiple things that you could be looking at. I mean, a
Hmm.
support could be looking
Yeah,
at a stack. A support will also have to look if you're playing a position 5. You can run onto the enemy side, which is obviously dangerous because other people would also come
yeah,
in to pick up that rune. For position 4s, I
yeah,
mean, it's easier because you can go back to your lane and pick up that wisdom rune. But again, I mean, I'm
yeah,
saying I think the support role has actually gotten a little more tough in this patch because one thing that you
mhm,
mentioned that the ward positioning or like catching out the wards of enemy is harder because the
yeah,
map is bigger and that's why the reward is bigger now. Then
yeah,
catching up onto the wisdom runes is something because every time you are there, there's a potential chance you might find like 2 enemy heroes and then they'll just bump
yeah,
on you. Whereas I also
yeah,
find the twin gates really useful on the side lanes because
yeah,
if you have a hero which has a decent mobility, or if you're playing like a bounty hunter with the invisibility, and then you come out of the
yeah.
invisibility, you hit the hero and you get stunned, I
Mhm.
think that could be really helpful
Yeah,
because I've seen the twin gates being very useful if you are closely looking to the minimap. If the lane is not pushed closely towards the tower, I think
yeah,
every hero in the lane is under danger. I mean,
yeah.
anybody
So
could
I'm just
come
gonna add
from
a
twin gates.
few
So
things,
yeah.
to what you said, right? So you said there are so many more objectives, and at
Mhm.
these minute marks, you're gonna have supports going there and stuff. Uh, yes, it is more complicated, but it's not
Mhm.
just so simple as, oh, the supports are gonna go get the runes. The thing
Yeah.
is, when a support leaves a lane, you don't know where he's gone, and at
Yeah.
that minute mark, you assume he's gone to the runes, but
Mhm.
he might just end up mid also for a gank, and then you're
Yep.
caught unawares. And like you said, the twin gates, huge
Yep.
factor. Um, yeah, so and that way, even from the mid lane, when you gank, usually they'll be like, oh, this guy's gone top to gank, I'm safe. Well,
Mhm.
he's gonna kill top, and then you don't know if he's gonna go mid or grab that
Yeah.
twin gate and come kill you bottom. So
Mhm.
you gotta be more vigilant about what you're doing all the time.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but also there are a lot more camps now. So what people are doing
Yeah.
is they tend to like farm the lane, farm the camps, farm the lane, farm the camps. So it's becoming a lot more farm heavy for those who want to do it. But because
Mhm.
of the buffs to team fights also, people like to they like to take heroes that can farm camps but also fight fast. So you see a lot of like wave clearing heroes and a lot of like fight oriented heroes. So yeah, dude, it's just so interesting how one change, like you add a wisdom rune,
Yeah.
now is the support gone there, or has he gone to mid, or has he gone to the enemy's wisdom route through the
Yeah.
twin gate? Like there are so many possibilities, and that's why around all these like times you need to be really vigilant, and it just makes you a lot more like engaged in the game. I think it's really cool. It's not just so brain dead as, oh,
Yeah.
support go stack for me, and support go do this for me. He can be doing one of like 6 things now. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then about the team fights, I think the thing that you mentioned, I would 100% agree on that because you would need heroes which have like low cooldown spells or like you can refresh quick and you can get back into the fights because I have also felt somewhere in our pub games, uh, a 5-man team fights have become super important because somewhere or the other the kill XP is a lot more. So like you would catch up on levels so quickly. On the other
Yeah,
side, I would also say if you do have a lot of camps, but the map being bigger, the camps are also far apart. They're not that close
yeah.
as they used to be before. But yeah, I mean there are huge changes on the map. So guys, we're gonna take a short break, and the teams are getting ready. So there's gonna be a little bit of a delay, but do not go anywhere. We'll be back very soon.
Do you think you've got what it takes? The challenge will be tougher than ever. In 2023, International Esports has a new home. Over 100 nations fighting for the championship in a celebration of everything that makes esports great. Who will rise up to the challenge? Who will be the world champion? Do you think you've got what it takes? The challenge will be tougher than ever. In 2023, International Esports has a new home. Over 100 nations fighting for the championship in a celebration of everything that makes esports great. Who will rise up to the challenge? Who will be the world champion? Do you think you've got what it takes? The challenge will be tougher than ever.
All right, guys, we are back with game number one, which is going to be between India and Pakistan. We can already see a smoke play coming in here. And I think will they be able to find someone on the map? Let's see. Okay, we have Team India who's going to be taking the first watcher. And we can see Team Pakistan moving on. Like they're just playing parallelly onto the other side, still patiently waiting. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
like I
I
said,
think
a full 5-man game.
a lot of teams like to do this now because you want to get your early wards down and you don't want to give out a first blood too easily. So you just want to make sure everyone's kind of close together. And both teams do have decent kill potential even at level 1. But now you see they get their wards down, they get their watchers, and they start moving towards their lanes.
Yep, we can already see them moving, and we have 2 runes being secured by Team India and then 2 by Team Pakistan. Moving towards the mid lane, we have Krish Amber Spirit, who's playing against a Wave Pusher. Wave Pusher from Pakistan. I think the first wave is still the similar in terms of how the game has been, like securing that range creep and being active on that first wave. Like you have to secure all the creeps to get that level 2 first. I think it's the same. Nothing really has changed on the mid lane.
Yeah, we always talk about, this thing called the level 2 power spike. It's more prominent for side lanes, where it's like, it's just simple. You have 2 spells, the enemy has 1. And on a double lane, that's you have 4 spells, the enemy has 2. So if you potentially have 4 spells, 4 ways of doing damage and controlling, as opposed to 2, you're really strong at that point. And usually also when you hit level 2 and they're still level 1, it means you have more creeps with you because you've killed more of their creeps. So the wave is pushing in, and that's a huge punish time. And a lot of people tend to underestimate, how much damage people can do at their level 2 power spike. But yeah, I guess in the mid lane it's not as prominent, but it is still impactful because it sort of sets the tones for the next few waves also coming in.
Yeah, but I think on the side lanes it seems a little more important, like you said. It's like a 2 spell versus 4 spell. So the side lanes can definitely get aggressive and try and secure their first blood. Meanwhile, we can see Sanity chilling in the lane has picked out the 3rd spell, which is going to stack some armor for him.
Yeah, that's a really nice pick with the Timber against Alchemist. Alchemist sort of, but actually this has changed a little bit. Alchemist used to rely a lot on his minus armor from the acid spray, right? But now with them moving your Grievel's Greed to a passive, it allows you to skill a stun also with really high points, and that stun does a lot of damage. And previously people would just acid spray because it's the AoE ability that allows you to farm fast. So they would acid spray, get the gold because that's what you want on your Alchemist. But now with this Grievel's Gold going to the passive, it allows you to be a lot more aggressive in the lane with going more points in the stun and getting the acid spray, so you don't lose anything. And Timber used to be really good because you negate the armor with your passive, and you can still, and Timber's but now with him having a nuke also, it just makes the lane a lot harder for the Timbersaw. And we do see CM going down to first blood. Disruptor, Alchemist, Disruptor really strong with any disables in his lane. One more lane advantage here, and Mr. Devil going down to the tiny Batrider combo. So really strong lanes coming out from India in this patch. Like I think all their lanes are really strong. But you will have to watch out for like the PL Diffusal Blade Power Spike and Timbersaw just standing in front and tanking everything when he does. But there's still time before that happens, and really good start coming out here from Team India against Pakistan.
And did you notice one thing, that we have PL playing on bottom? I mean, they did not really want the PL to play against Alchemist. Is that how it was? Or they did not want the PL to play against Batrider, but then because Pakistan thought of switching the lanes, so India did? I think it's something like that, because I mean, I thought Alchemist would be safe lane as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the lane swaps come to get you good matchups, right? Yeah. And here it's easier to swap lanes with the Twin Gate available. And so the thing about PL can doppel off the Batrider stacks, so it's a better lane for him. Like he's more safe in this lane. And also Alchemist is gold. He gets extra gold for PL illusions that he kills. So it's not really a great lane for him. So definitely the better matchup and a wise idea to keep the lanes this way. And really good call from Pakistan to switch it up. And once you start losing kills, it makes it easier to switch the lanes so you don't have to waste that TP.
Yep. Meanwhile, on the top lane, I think we can see a decent laning phase coming in. We have a 20 last hit to 19 last hits. It's not too bad for an off lane, and you can see a stun again coming in from the Alchemist, and the amount of damage that we were talking about. And there's a callback. I believe he will be able to secure this kill. CM running away, but HBK gets in his bag. It's got to be an easy kill. 14 seconds down. CM goes back to the base.
Yeah, CM is really good in this patch because his ability to gank is really good. Or Team India making a move. Tiny coming up through the twin gate from behind.
Yep. And it is going to be another easy kill. And this was the twin gate thing that I was talking about earlier with K-Dog. So you can see a lot more ganks if you're not inside the tower range. I mean, definitely twin gates. It just gives you a hell lot of mobility. When you're talking about the bigger map, you definitely need something, which can put you into a place where like you can go to different lanes a much more quicker way, because TP has definitely a longer cooldown in the early stages. So I think in the early game status, when you have like a 3 versus 2 lane, if somebody TPs in using that twin gate, I think it's very smart, and I love the way how these players have been using it. Meanwhile, on the mid lane, we can see HBK walking or probably chasing that CM. Meanwhile, Krish has picked up an illusion room. I also like
you said,
the
right?
idea of playing, this hero on mid, like Gamer Spirit on mid, because you will be able to secure the runes with the Remnant, and for the mobility purpose, I think I really like, the Remnants can be helpful for the same as well.
Yeah, and you know how we spoke about supports have so much more to do, and we just see
Yeah.
the Disruptor and the CM both coming in to try and secure the runes for their relative mid laners. And obviously, Krish getting the rune in that part. He already does have a last hit advantage, but now securing the runes just allows them to capitalize on that and build it further. Meanwhile, bottom lane also, most lanes going favored towards Team India. Like you can see their cores relatively ahead of their counterparts from Team Pakistan. But overall, not looking too different. A 1k net worth advantage. Timber also recovering. He's got his Vanguard up, so he's going to be really hard to kill. Vanguard plus reactive armor stacks, that's not an easy kill. And that early punish that they were doing so far is not going to happen as much anymore. And that's why you see even the Alchemist is he's probably going to move away from this lane. He has died,
Yeah.
and he's probably going to stay away from that lane now, because Timber does have the advantage once the levels pick up.
Yeah, and we can already see a Batrider walking back. Meanwhile, PinkMaN staying back up in the lane, trying to secure whatever creeps that he can. I believe we will be able to see a fight on the 8-minute mark. We can already see 2 people running down mid. We can see a CM and a Wind Ranger on that mid lane trying to secure that rune. The movement that we were talking about from the supports. And we can already see Team India's HBK also coming in onto the mid lane trying to secure that rune. And there's going to be the shield rune being picked up by Krish. And looks like there's going to be a little chase, but there's no steering chain. I believe it's going to be a little hard for him to get that kill. Not sure if the damage is going to be enough. Does have a javelin, but okay. He's going to miss out on that sleight of fist. Meanwhile, Noor has secured a kill onto that lane. I think it was a good move. Sanity goes back down to base for the next 15 seconds. I think it's a big kill.
Yeah, of course, with the help of Batrider, just getting those stacks. Like we said, the matchups, they wanted to switch it so that, it becomes favorable for them. But moving the Batrider again to the Timbersaw lane once he has his ulti, and just using magic damage to burst him down, making that Vanguard completely useless in that scenario. Just good movements from Team India so far. They're 6-0 up at 9 minutes, a good start. Mr. Devil also going down, Manav, MNZ on his Alchemist. Dude, this guy is known for just insane farm speeds. Nobody knows how he does it.
And there's going to be a kill. I think a decent gank catching out on CM, and it is going to be a decent kill, I believe, and the kill goes in the favor of Team India. Krish secures some good advantage on the gold, and here comes Mr. Devil trying to cancel out. I think that's what you say. That's how we call it, right? Like canceling out the watcher, because right now it's in nobody's favor.
Yeah, I guess I would say deactivate maybe.
Deactivate. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Calling back onto the mid lane. HBK calls him back, secures that one kill. Meanwhile, we can see Batrider running along, but Noor does not really want to stop. Batrider comes close, gets the flaming lasso. Is it gonna be enough? The right clicks from Wave Pusher was good enough, but not enough to secure that kill. Meanwhile, it's gonna be a double kill being secured onto the Batrider. HBK is also running behind. Mr. Devil will not die here. Will also be able to escape alongside the Batrider.
I mean,
Meanwhile,
trading your
Tiny
pose
has
4
sacrificed her.
for pose 3 and 2, that's really good. And
Mhm.
although Team Pakistan does get on the kill board, and now you reach this phase where it's like, you know, we just need to get some kill. But when
Mhm.
you rotate as a mid laner and you die, that's the worst case scenario. It's like you
Yep.
don't have your TP anymore, and you've died, and you've basically fed all your like net worth and XP back into the opposing, you know, pause 3, not even pause like 2 or 1. You haven't forced any big rotations. So
Yeah.
just all in all, not a good look right now for Team Pakistan. PL is getting close to that defusal, but Ember Spirit, Krish on his Ember Spirit, really just making him run for his money.
Yeah, and then I think they have a decent wave clear. I would say Krish with that Maelstrom, I think it's going to be very easy for him to be able to take care of that those illusions. And Clarion looking out for a run. Will they be able to catch him? I think, oh my god, the damage comes in, a double Remnant. But, oh, okay, he's not going to go in further. I think he was just clearing him away. So, no more kill there. But meanwhile, we can see onto the top lane, there's going to be a chase going on, and Krish tunes into the fight and will be able to catch out Sandy. With the tip as well.
And
All right, a double tip, a triple tip.
you really just see the power of this hero, right? He showed literally at your T3 top, and you're like, okay, and then he remnants out, and you're like, okay, this guy's gone. And again, he's back top in the lane, killing within like 15 seconds, and you're like, what is happening on this map?
And again, onto the mid lane. There's gonna be a catch and it's a single man disruption, but is it gonna be enough? They will be able to secure one kill, but it's a 1-for-1. But I think the bigger point of it is Wind Ranger died on that mid lane, which was very important because I think
at this point,
again
Tiny is
losing
just,
that mid lane.
throwing his body. You need someone to be going in and forcing these kills, and and obviously he's the tankier and less needed core compared to the Ember Spirit. So it's like, let him die as long as we secure the kill. And just really good moves coming out from Team India. Meanwhile, the Pakistan supports are not as strong when compared to the Indian ones. And their teamwork is also, they're behind. So they're basically trying to scrape together whatever they can on this map, while India launches like an all-out assault.
Yep, and another callback. Look at that. There's no mercy on Sanity. They are looking out for another chase, and Krish just goes in. He's going to be able to secure that first one. And I think this is going to be a double. Yes, it is going to be a double kill for Krish. My god, the dominance from Krish is definitely coming out.
Yeah, dude.
Look at that
now
double
you can
damage.
see why TNC wanted him. You can see why all these teams are really drafting this guy. He is really in a different league in this game.
Yep. Meanwhile, there's going to be a little bit of a chase going on onto the bottom lane. Right after Diffusal Blade, I thought PL is thinking to go for a catch, but looks like it's going to be getting turned around. HBK comes in with a big time silence. Another kill secured. It's a disaster for Team Pakistan everywhere on the map. And there's another Radiance pickup I can see on Alchemist. They would want to go in trying to catch Batrider, right? I believe he will be able to escape. Meanwhile, PL is dead for a pretty long time, I would say. Missing out on a decent amount of farm, whereas we can see the whole of Team India, I think they're playing in a, I would say the team game that is coming out, the coordination which is coming out from Team India is just insane. And look at that, the itemization from Batrider. We can already see Ether Lens and Tranquil Boost. There's the Perseverance. There's all the items coming in.
Yep, and one thing that went a bit unnoticed is that Disruptor went and snuck in Team Pakistan's Wisdom Rune also, so really crippling their
Yeah.
supports even more.
I think they will be able to slow him down as well, and there's going to be a catch. Yep, there's going to be the searing chain. The route into the air. Tiny Airlines is always present there, and Krish secures the kill in his back.
You know, this is you're just, it's like you have to throw bodies, force these rotations. Whenever a game starts going like this, you always start thinking about, okay, we lost the lanes, what do we need to do to come back? And Team Pakistan just trying to get any kills they can, force the enemy team to one side so your PL can farm. The overextension on the Alchemist, getting him killed, is going to set him back, and obviously that's not a good look, but you got to do what you can. He did have
Yep.
the defusal, so he thought he could try and burst him down, didn't work out. And then the whole team comes in trying to force people onto this side of the map, and you can even see from the mini-map, PL is just farming the top corner of the map, trying to stay away from these fights, trying to get himself back into this game. Meanwhile, Windrunner and Timber really have to try and force things out. But now the items are starting to come out, and yeah, game is getting a lot harder. And Ember Spirit, Boots of Travel, he's like, Krish is just like, I'm not going to give you any space on this map. I will follow you everywhere. I will Remnant to one side, I will TP to the other, and you are not getting anything. Quick smoke up coming out from Team India.
Yeah. And I believe they will be able to catch the enchant. Mr. Devil goes again into the air, and Sleight of Fist is going to finish him off. Pretty easy kill. I think it's a decent kill as long as you can find someone on the map. And look at that, there's still a chase going on. Sanity is running away, but Tiny is not going to stop. I believe he will be able to find him if you look closely at the minimap. I think there is going to be a fight going on. Yeah, I was, I was about to say that.
At the same time, top lane, they find the Timber, you know, is he going to go down? Static Storm used, Searing Chains, up.
It's got to be an easy kill. I mean, a 3-man gank on with a Static Storm. I mean, you have that silence, you have that DPS, and then you have the root, you have the stun. There's nowhere to run away when you're getting caught that way. But I think it's a decent kill as well that you got onto the bottom lane. Alchemist did go down to Windranger and CM's gank, but still there's a 13,000 goal lead on to the side of India.
Yeah, but the Alchemist kill is a really good one, though. It's like, Alchemist, you know, the biggest problem with having an Alchemist on a winning team is that when he dies, all that net worth starts to swing.
Yep.
Oh, nice shackle shot to keep the Batrider in place. ATOS.
Yeah.
CM ulti gonna get cancelled out.
It is gonna get a little too close. HBK trying to run away. A 2-man stun being landed. HBK will not be able to survive. Wave Pusher is gonna go ahead for the right click, and here comes Alchemist from behind. It's gonna be a very long stun. Meanwhile, Mr. Devil being tased out into the trees. There's gonna be the Nature's Attendants. I don't think he will be able to run away. Okay, gets into the trees, but there you go. The Sleight of Fist finds him from behind, finds the kill. Krish will be able to escape easily, and there's gonna be another stun on Sanity. He will not be able to secure any kill there. Well, that's a pretty good use of the Sleight of Fist. I think he was trying to juke, but quite unfortunate there.
I mean, all in all, these are really good trades for Pakistan. When you're behind, any of these kills are a lot more valuable than when you're ahead. So even though they get the kill on the Enchantress and the Windrunner, it's not as valuable as the kill on the Batrider and Disruptor. So, you know, the game is going to get a bit harder, and this is where itemization starts becoming more important. Krish picking up his Kaya Sanj, you know, trying to just pump out the magic damage against this PL, reduce any... Oh, Fusel Blade. Krish still going to stand strong. He thinks he can go into this even more. All the illusions have been deleted.
Cleared, yeah. That's the power of Maelstrom, I believe. Oh, look at that ward coming in. Okay, I believe that's a decent ward up there. Gives out some decent vision. Whereas there's gonna be a 2-man smoke coming out. Oh, PL is gonna get caught, and Noor will be taking care of him. Meanwhile, onto the other side, Mr. Devil trying to run away. Will the Nature's Attendant be enough? No, they won't be enough. It is gonna be a big kill. So on the map, they will be able to secure 2 kills. Oh no, this is gonna be a little bit of a mistake, pushing out both the enemy heroes. from the Static Storm, but is it gonna be enough? They will not be able to catch Krish. Definitely had enough mana. The mana management coming out from Krish is just too good. Meanwhile, there's gonna be a catch, and we'll be able to remove. Oh, it's tossed into a two-man stun, and they're slowly burning to the Firefly, and one more hit from Tiny, and it is gonna be another kill. Two-man down for Pakistan, but yet again, another kill secured on Mr. Alchemist.
Yeah, these long run and engagements are really good for Team India because you don't have big cooldown spells and you want to keep coming back every time. And high mobility, again, Enchantress goes down a batter. They just keep finding these pickoffs all across the map. Tiny gonna try and catch the wind, but PL is sending his illusions to create some chaos, but Disruptor is there.
Oh
Dude,
my
where
God,
are
yeah.
you gonna run? These guys are just running all over the map. Nice focus fire by Windrunner, but he will go down at the end of it, trading the mid for off lane. Krish still gonna keep
Oh,
fighting.
canceling out that Timber Chain, and again, you can see Krish coming in. I think he would want to jump in. No, okay, they're just gonna call him back, and there's gonna be the stun being connected. And it is gonna
Dude,
be another double kill for Krish.
PinkMaN is doing so much work on this Tiny. Like, he just keeps
Yep.
finding these toss into double stun combos,
Mm-hmm.
and his positioning has been amazing in this game. And you can even see how he just runs like a madman into the fight because he knows he just needs to find somebody, and then the Disruptor is going to pull him back. So
Mm-hmm.
really good teamwork coming out from these guys. Like, it shows that they've really been playing together now for a while, and they know how they play, they know how to move, they know what to do with each other.
Yeah.
HBK missing that creep feels bad, man. Yeah. Literally focus on it for this one moment and he misses the creep. Oh god.
But what do you think about buying the Drums of Endurance like at such an early stage of the game on position
I
5?
mean, it depends, right? It depends on what your team is doing at this moment. And right now, they're not running away from fights. They're trying to run into
Yeah.
fights. And
Yeah,
on
yeah.
this bigger map, like drums have become way more valuable just because you're playing more with your team, and that like every little bit counts. It's like how a mech would, help your team fight last longer.
Yeah.
And these drums help you find these fights and, take these fights a lot better with more movement speed and attack speed.
Meanwhile, there's gonna be a good catch on the mid lane, a big kill on the Batrider. Meanwhile, they were trying to take the advantage of the high ground, but it was already warded by Team Pakistan, so they were able to find this Batrider into this team fight. And I believe there's gonna be a little bit of a reset on PinkMaN. He needs to go back with the Tiny.
Yeah, I
and,
think ABH1 just overextending a bit a few times now, and you can see that in the fact that his net worth is kind of far below both Krish and the Alchemist, and also that the Windrunner has kind of zoomed ahead, even though he's not really farming. He's getting these kills on this Batrider with the help of his CM. So I guess we have to see what ABH1's going to do. I'm guessing he would go for a Lotus because he is just dying to the roots. For a bat to be able to deal damage, you need to be able to move. And just the fact that they're holding him in place and dealing a lot of magic damage is just ruining his lane. PinkMaN going on to the CM. I mean,
and he also has a Dagon, and there's going to be a callback. I believe he's going to die. Yep, it is going to be an easy kill, but the kill's going to get secured by the acid. So Alchemist will be the one getting that kill there.
Yeah, I really like this Dagon pickup. They've really buffed magic as a damage source now because BKB doesn't fully block, and so all these items really are really a lot more useful because even if you get your BKB, you're still doing damage through it. You can no longer just like BKB, run away, and blink. You have to still worry about the damage that can come out from spells. And Team India going 100%. For that Tormentor, dude. This is what I said, right? When you're grouped as 5 and you've got control of the map, it depends on how far you're losing by. And this Tormentor and that Wisdom Rune would have made such a big difference to like the CM's life or the Enchantress's life. But now they don't have either of them. Meanwhile, HBK, the POS 5 is level 13. So, just it's sad, but what can you do? And this was the really nice change that they made in 7.32C is that it doesn't matter who picks up the Wisdom Rune, your lowest XP hero will still benefit from it.
It's good for us as support players, I believe. Oh, he's gonna miss that stun. I think a little bit out of range there, but Krish got you. He's gonna be able to hold him. There's gonna be a good catch. And here comes Mr. Batrider disarming himself, but catching up onto the other one. And I believe another stun coming out. Where will you run away, Wind Ranger? The third spell is just not working. Because the sleight of fist.
I was literally just going to say that Timber's doing a good job in leading them away, giving space to the rest of his teammates. But he leads them right to his mid laner, and then they both die. And now there's also a Roche that has just come up fresh at nighttime, comes in through the gate. Like, please take me, you know? Things could not have lined up better for Team India right now.
Yeah. It's just getting harder from here for Team Pakistan. I believe at least 2 objectives would be secured right after these 2 kills and the Roche pickup. I mean, you can take the 2 tier 2s, or I don't think they would want to go high ground, but they would at least secure the 2 objectives, which is the top lane and the mid lane secured. And you can see another pickup coming up. We can already see there's the Agnum Scepter as well as a Hyperstone on Alchemist. And look at Krish. He just wants to go in. He just wants to find where this PL is. Even though the map is bigger, but they're just everywhere on the map. Oh. Meanwhile, on the bottom side of the map, Tiny's gonna get caught into the 3 ladies.
PinkMaN just lost 576 plus 478. To the Wind Ranger. That's a lot of gold, and just because of overextension, and that's a post 4 you're killing. So, you know, this is where you got to be really careful about like throwing away kills. Like, yes, you do want to hunt, but at the same time, you also don't want to feed, and maybe just overextending a little bit. But I do really like his items. Going for the Dagon, it's like you always have a choice, right? When you're winning about how to itemize and what you want to do in the game. And he's just gone for that, I'm going to find one guy and delete him kind of item. Like, he could have gone for a 4-staff, he could have gone for a Lotus. That could have helped both him and the Bat. But instead, he's just going for this, I'm going to find someone and delete them, and then you guys take care of the rest kind of build. So, not really helping him in this case, but hopefully when they're trying to, like, get more map control and sort of take team fights better, heroes like CM and Ench are just going to pop to this kind of magic damage. That's why you can see the CM queuing up a Glimmer Cape. Glimmer a lot more effective now in blocking spells because they've removed Shroud and Hood of Defiance. So,
meanwhile, there is gonna be a catch, but the catch is gonna get turned around, and Wind Ranger is gonna go down as well. Will they be able to catch the CM? Oh, he runs away. The chain cooldown. Even the Tiny and the Sun's on cooldown. Another fight breaking out, and look at that! Embers everywhere on the map. Another catch onto Sanity, and Sanity is gonna go down for the next 44 seconds. It's looking really good for Team India at this moment.
Yeah, dude, Krish is really giving us a masterclass on this hero. Like, really amazing performance.
And the Dagon build coming out, patiently waiting, and there you go, the last hit being secured by the Dagon.
Okay, I wouldn't say that's the best way to use it. Literally, KSing it from like other cores that could have used. So funny. But yeah, when Windrunner was going on the Batrider bottom, it became a call an ambulance, but not for me moment. Yeah, really good turnaround coming out from PinkMaN's Tiny.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of burst damage, I think there's no other way. Either you buy a BKB or just burst down the enchant, because that untouchable just gets so annoying eventually with time. So I think it's one of the best builds that you can play against an enchant or a CM. I mean, that one shot is really good. Okay, they were looking out for a catch, and they will be able to catch. Oh, look at the damage output coming in. Wind Ranger is just gone, and there's no more wind there. There's gonna be 2 buybacks coming out, but Krish does not really want to stop. Goes too deep. Meanwhile, Tiny's dead. There's going to be more respawns coming in, no more mana, but they still have the Ages of Immortality. Another stun being landed. Will Krish be able to secure the Rampage? That is something that we have to wait and watch, but no. Only a triple kill, and he's going to go back to the base to refill his mana. And they'll be here very soon. Yeah, so also picked up a BKB, wants to play it safe. Even though they are winning. He's back with full mana. Meanwhile, you can see Phantom Lancer struggling a little bit. Only has a Mantis Style and a Diffusal Blade. There's not much damage. Oh, I think a little bit of a mistake there. Will not be able to catch the right Phantom Lancer there. Good juke.
Yeah. I think he has picked up his shard, hasn't he? He looked like he was invis in that moment.
Yeah.
So, again, that's, you know, if you have to sync, that's another choice you have to go for nowadays. If you're a core and you have to like buy your shard, it's just a feels bad, man. Because you know there's an item that's gonna give you a shard, but then your supports are probably gonna get it first. So actually, even during the draft, you like teams like to pick up heroes that have good shard abilities, because you're gonna get a shard for sure. And instead of, you know, paying your 1400 gold to get that shard on like an Earthshaker or a Shadow Shaman, you know, you get these heroes that will get it anyway and get a huge buff. 3 Wisdom Runes just chilling on the side of Team India. I guess it's showing how, you know, going this game. They're just playing ultra aggressive. A lot of fighting has been happening in the Radiant jungle on the right side, right bottom side of the map. So I guess nobody just coming towards this Wisdom Rune from Team India. Dude, if anyone comes and picks this up, I really want to know how many levels they'd get. That's basically 21 minutes of Wisdom Rune that's just been sitting there.
Yeah. Oh, okay, there's gonna be a cat. The smoke's broken, but meanwhile, onto the other side, Mr. Devil is gonna get cuffed. And Krish has taken the life of CM. The courier is also gonna go down. Next turn is gonna be of Sanity. Will they be able to catch him? He's still gonna stay rooted. Alchemist coming in with the stun. But there is gonna be Krish as well from behind, who's gonna help them secure the kill on the Wind Ranger as well. I think it's a decent game coming out for Team India, and they have definitely gotten over. It's like 35,000 goal lead in just 31 minutes.
This is an amazing game.
Yeah.
I'd say rivalry quashed. It's destruction. It's like 45-10. Your mid laner hasn't died even once. Like Krish is on 0 deaths at the moment. That's amazing. And yeah, just I think it's a bit of a, I'd say a little bit of a draft issue, maybe about scaling, you know, and lane matchups. Like, if you've lost lanes, it becomes a lot harder to play in this match.
Oh yeah, and there you go, another burst damage. The stun into toss with a Dagon. Not too bad. Down for the next 40 seconds. And there comes the Assault Cuirass and the attack speed, where Alchemist goes crazy.
Yeah, he has Assault, Mjolnir, and he's got the
Radiance, BKB.
No, I'm talking the neutral item.
Oh, the neutral, Elven
Tunic. Elven Tunic. Yeah. So just, oh boy.
Another
Make
catch.
it stop.
I mean,
make it stop. It's like we've
yeah, it's
suffered
a
enough.
40,000 lead. I think it's time to call GG. It's just getting super tough there. You just cannot even walk out of your fountain.
The insane teamwork coming out from Team India this game. I really have to say. I mean, I've seen these guys play before, and I feel like they've really got their movements well together. I assume Krish is probably making a lot of the calls here. Just really good movement with the team together. HBK, blink and glimpse backwards. Really no escape. Well, as I say that, he escaped.
Yeah. And HBK is gonna go down. Yeah, they will be able to catch him out, but
dude,
even though
they got 900 gold for killing a pause 5, like the team got 900. That just shows how far behind you are. That's, oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, a kill.
I would sacrifice my mid laner to get 900 gold. It's worth it. But yeah, if a game is in this stage, that's really not a good look. Stock Goru really. Uh, I mean, this is hard.
Yeah, I mean, Team Pakistan is
But
definitely struggling.
this is what they need to do, though. They are smoking, trying to find pickoffs. Clarence still, he's got his ags up, but right now the net worth difference, if you just look at the net worth difference, the Arc is ahead by 10k, the Ember is ahead by 10k, and
Yeah.
it's really hard to make up, like, even with hero matchups, like, you need hero matchups plus, like, map movements, being able
Yeah.
to pick a hero off to really make up for this deficit. And
All right,
yeah,
another
it's just
catch
running
coming out, and they will be able to catch the Timber, so he will not be able to escape, and the TP is gonna get cancelled right in time. And, Krish is gonna get disconnected. Meanwhile, I don't think there's any way a Chad can run
Could
away.
be worse. Oh, wait, no, it couldn't.
Yeah, he's definitely going down. I mean, what do you do if you're Team Pakistan? Your Timber is down for 75 seconds. He's the only frontliner you have. You've drafted these squishy supports. You've got a PL. PL, if he has his heart and Scotty, he can tank a bit, but he doesn't have that yet.
Yeah.
He just has an axe. He's going to throw out a lance. It's going to pop 2 illusions. Alchemist is going to farm those 2 illusions. The game is really hard at this point. Honestly, I love to see how teams can come back in the games, but I really don't see how Pakistan can come back here. Like, you need to be able to find heroes alone, but then they have so much mobility in the Bat and the Ember and the Tiny with his blink, the Disruptor with his blink. Literally, 4 heroes on Team India have blinks. Like, where are you gonna go? They have a glimpse, they have a toss. There's like nowhere to go in this game, and your heroes don't even have inbuilt mobility. You have a
Yep.
CM, you have an Ench. Where are they gonna run? Like, Timber is the only hero who can really be mobile. PL can dodge a bit, Windrunner can windrun a bit, but these guys all have spells that can work against it. So
Yep.
honestly, insane draft win, and also the lanes went really well, good rotations, and good, just overall really good play coming out from Team India here. Bronze
Yeah, and
medal
I'm still.
winning.
I think they have the potential to win the gold medal as well. But right now, I really want to see. The question is, K Dog, how many levels do you get if you pick that up?
I don't know, dude. Maybe we should
We
do like a
are.
test.
Yeah, I mean, I think somebody's gonna pick it up if they go to the bottom lane and walk down. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really seem like they have to go back, but maybe if you connect on that side. And look at that Roshan. How does he walk? It looks so funny. Like he just walks too fast. And will there be a catch? Yep, I believe there's gonna be another catch, even though the LT is casted, but the damage is almost nothing. And I believe it's gonna be a double kill. Okay, HBK gets it because he
Yeah.
has casted the ulti. Meanwhile, on
Really
the top
nice Static
lane,
Storm also preventing
Yep.
the CM from casting any spells there.
there you
Man,
go.
gonna find the PL. Dagon. Oh my god. Dagon.
Got the Dagon on
More
the
like
right one.
Dagon.
And yep, there is gonna be a GG, guys. This was game number 1, which was between India and Pakistan. And we have our winners. Team India has taken over Pakistan in game number 1. And I believe it was super easy to see how they have taken over Team Pakistan. I mean, the coordination was on time. The reactions were perfect. The ganks were perfect. Twin Gates usage. I think everything was just good.
Dude, movements on the map also, like, you saw the Disruptor coming for the runes.
Yeah.
You saw them going, dude, HBK came for the mid rune. He also went for the enemy wisdom rune.
Yeah.
Like, this guy is really playing this patch, and he was also with the Tiny every time to like get these pickoffs. Tiny, give me vision, I'll glimpse them back, set up the kinetic field. Tiny comes back with a toss stun. Just really good teamwork. And I feel like the draft also was a big issue here. Like, they drafted these heroes that are really good in lane. Like, you have an Enchantress and a CM. Now, see, Ench is known as like a lane dominator. You bring in
Yeah.
your jungle creep, you start harassing, you have an impetus to throw out, you have a heal to sustain your laner. CM really good for like ganking in this patch. You set up with your frostbite, you have a nuke also. You give mana to your whole team, helps you stay on the map longer. Your mobility issues are kind of fixed. They buff the movement speed. You have a twin gate to use, but just more damage and more better movements coming out from Team India. I think just allowing
Yeah.
them to cement their position in this map. And obviously, there were a few times where ABH1, Batrider was getting a bit carried away. PinkMaN on his tiny also, he was getting the kills, but again, getting picked off a little bit. It is bound to happen. You have to show somewhere. You have to try something.
Yeah.
But all in all, great showing. They really came together as a team. Like really good covering of each other. Nobody on Team India had more than 4 deaths, and Krish obviously having 0. I feel like to me he really was the MVP in this game, just showing us why he is in the leaderboards, top 100, recruited by all these teams. Just really good display of skill.
Yeah, I think he's just way too good at the game, and definitely, I mean, we would still want to see him on much bigger stages because he has been in these bigger teams, and I think he has also played in the place of some really good mid laners. When he was playing, and he was for Neon, he was there for TNC as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would really want to see him going on to the bigger stages. But as in overall, yeah, please go ahead.
Dude, and one more really good thing. Sorry, I was gonna say, when Krish goes and plays for these teams, and then he comes back here and plays with our teams, you have a lot of learning that you have done, and there's
Yeah,
a big difference between pub games and team games. And
Team
when
games,
you've been part of a professional organization, you've had like a coach come in, you've had these people come and train you. You bring back those teachings and sort of share it with people also, and it sort of helps professionalize our teams more. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's a really good experience that he sort of brought back with him, and it's really showing in like the difference.
Yeah.
The Team India, they honestly seem like they're playing a lot better than I've seen them play before. And even with draft and all that, even just their teamwork was really good. So
Yeah.
hats off to them for this game.
And other than that, we are gonna jump into the highlights of the past game, so you get to catch out all the details. All these kills that we got to see in the last game, which was between Team India and Team Pakistan. Another thing to add on with the highlights, I think the kill potential was pretty much equal on both the teams. Like how K Dog mentioned, you have kind of lane dominators, and CM has been really strong this patch, if I'm not wrong. But yet again, I mean, they were just not able to dominate. I mean, I can see on my screen there's the Ghost car was like 0 and 11, and we also saw somewhere K Dog 900 gold for killing HBK, which definitely shows us like the difference between both the teams. Yeah, I mean, 40k net worth difference. That's a lot of difference. It just means that you have lost all the 3 lanes. I mean, 40k is like just very much. I think it's equal to losing 2 games. That's a lot of difference. But coming back to how game has happened, I think HBK has done a great job. And I really like the combo, the HBK PinkMaN combo, the tiny disruptor combo. You can call somebody back, and then you have a toss. And there's like infinite amount of disables. I mean, one after another. There's no way of stopping. So I really like the draft as well. I mean, a couple of places, of course, we saw how these players got greedy, but hats off to Krish. He has played the game perfectly. I can see at 21 and 0 with a 800 GPM. That's a lot.
Yep, for a mid laner who's chosen to farm heroes instead of creeps.
Oh yeah, that's I think that's a lot of gold that came in. Alongside that, we can see a lot of assists coming out from PinkMaN as well as HBK. I think they almost, if not the supports, I think at least Krish had 100% kill participation in the whole game. If not the supports, I mean we also saw supports going in all the time. We saw how Tiny and HBK were using the twin gates here and there. So definitely that the use came in, and we also saw PinkMaN catching up onto Hawkeye, who was the PL from Team Pakistan, he was also getting caught into, I would say the upper layers of the map, because you know how the map has been so big onto the Dire and the
Yeah.
Radiant side. So they were still able to catch him, even though they just found Enchant onto the bottom side, but then they just went on to catching one more. And
Yeah.
BKB is being bought in game in such a dominant game. I mean, players tend to get super aggressive and not buy BKB because we are winning the game. But yeah, I mean, Team India played it safe. We can see some BKBs coming in on MNZ as well as Krish. The Boots of Bearing that we were talking about earlier, if it is a good item, and what K-Dog mentioned, they were going for the chase, and it's kind of needed. It's not bad. And the mobility was pretty much on everyone. I can see 4 Blink Daggers, and then you also have Krish on Amber Spirit. I mean, what more would you need? So I think a lot have happened in this past game, and congratulations to Team India, on winning this game. And I believe
They do have
soon-
3 more games in this
Yeah.
group, and I think their next game is gonna be up against Sri Lanka at 5:30. So I guess we're gonna cut into highlights, and then come back at 5:30 to catch India versus Sri Lanka.
Holding on to what I know, to everything I've learned. What is real and fabricated? What is wrong? What is my problem? What can I get out of this world that I created? Fighting the storms in my head. Don't know where I have been. I'm alone, no one to turn to, no one understands. Shit's too complicated. Away, and I feel like I am someone else. Away, and I feel like I don't know myself, no. Away, and I feel like I don't know my name. And I don't want to live this way. I don't wanna keep on wasting a life. I'm drowning in my head, I'm losing the mind. And if you could know, yeah, if I could show you, I don't wanna keep on living this life so faceless. So faceless. So faceless.
Yeah, unknown brain, Marvin Devine, and we back. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Made it through the wind and rain. I turn nothing into something. No more dealing with their assumptions. Cause I do what I gotta do and I know, can't nobody do it like me. All they do is judge me for who I might be. Maybe if they took some time to pick my mind to see that I'm cooler than lemons and iced tea. All I wanna do is live it up with the homies. Everybody really talking as if they know me. But I guess I gotta face it. I'm so tired of being faceless.
I don't wanna keep on wasting a life. I'm drowning in my head, I'm losing the mind. And if you could know, yeah, if I could show you, I don't wanna keep on living this life so faceless. So faceless. So faceless.
So faceless.
Whoa,
mission. I'm dreaming you and I. All my darkest fears are coming outside. We got a billion races, we got this melody, and you can trust me, baby, we got everything. Call me whenever you feel alone, babe. And when you need to cry, I'll be by your side. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. And when you need to escape from 1,000 fires, I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are. And I'm gonna miss you, I will never lie. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love. Jungle of love. Listen to my conditions, I got you on my mind. You are stuck in my head and I don't know why. We got a billion races, we got this melody, and you can trust me, baby, we got everything. Call me whenever you feel alone, babe. And when you need to cry, I'll be by your side. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. And when you need to escape from 1,000 fires, I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are. And I'm gonna miss you, I will never lie. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love. Jungle of love. We're running in the jungle of love.
I remember the days, always at the same place, the same people every day. I will never forget this black old Corvette standing in front of my way. We were both in high school. I thought I was a fool. Oh, when I was falling for you. You keep drawing me in, and I know it's a sin. But even so, yeah, I need you, you. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. Feel so bittersweet, knowing I can leave. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. I can feel the beat of my heart and beats. 'Cause you taste like candy. I remember the night when you kissed me goodbye, and I said I'd be just fine. The next day you were gone, packed your car and moved on. But looking back, I still want you. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. Feel so bittersweet, knowing I can leave. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. I can feel the beat of my heart and beats. 'Cause you taste like candy. Tasty. You on a Sunday, feel so bittersweet, knowing I can leave. You taste like candy, eat you on a Sunday. I can feel the beat of my heart increase.
You don't know what goes on behind these eyes. You don't know the loneliness hidden inside. You don't know I wanna eat you up alive. Come and get to know me, my type of wild. I'm the kind that spins you and hangs you dry. Well, I'm already on to another side. If you gave me your whole life, I would still have room for more. Cause I've got that appetite. Baby, I never feel whole. You might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. Cause I'm a black girl for your love. Cause I'm a black girl for your love. Suck you, na na na, my center of gravity. Cause it's true, na na na, everything they say about me. I'll love you like a supernova, burned into you like a shooting star. Always craving for you to come to me. Though this way of life, no, it ain't healthy, but ain't no other way, it's just what I need. I want all your soul, I want your body. I'm the type that licks her play clean. Don't wanna like I wanna, you can eat. If you gave me your whole life, I would still have room for more. Cause I've got that appetite. Baby, I never feel whole. You might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. Cause I'm a black girl for your love. It's true, na na na, everything they say about me. I'll love you like a supernova, burn into you like a shooting star. If you give me your whole life, I would still have room for more. Cause I've got that appetite. Baby, I never feel whole. You might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. Cause I'm a black girl for your love.
Is what they all say when they see me pouring some more. Oh, then gets empty again. Better fill it up before I go. Cause I'm loving it, feeling it, touch me and being it. See what I see in it, I'm typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, fuck with it, flow with it, let it all go. Oh Lord, think you know what I'm like, but you don't fall, you lose control. Bittersweet melody when I dance on your floor. Cause I know what you don't, it is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. How sad. Oh boy, got so hot I forgot what I should have thought of before. Sure ain't easy for you to let off the rules, cause that's so much fun. Are you loving the feeling? Push me, are you in it? Don't see what you're seeing, but typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, fuck with it, flow with it, please let it go. Oh no, think I did it again. I said a few things that I shouldn't have done. Well, bitter bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly. 'Cause I know what you don't. It is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. How sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. Now come alive with me and quit the jealousy. I know you're bored, I know it's boring me. Now come alive, baby, get out the grave with me. I know you're bored. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. How sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. How sad.
Oh, darling, if I had bought you flowers, would you still be here by my side? Yeah, I thought this moment could be ours. While I'm walking lonely through the night, you can break my bones, break all the promises, but leave me alone. Don't break my heart. You should fucking stay with him. You should fucking stay with him. Darling, if I had bought you flowers, what if you stayed at home the night? Yeah, I've been lonely counting hours while I'm getting blinded by the light. You can break my bones, break all the promises, but leave me alone. Don't break my heart. You should fucking stay with him. You should fucking stay with him. Break my bones, break all the promises, but leave me alone. Don't break my heart.
When I'm up through the night, I can't turn down the noise, tear all the worries out of my mind. About who I'm supposed to be, I start to believe I can't get it right. Remember the days I let slip away, they were simpler times. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon. Maybe my compass was wrong, and I'm still on my way closer each day to where I belong. I'm still rolling the dice, praying sometimes don't last it long. I'm losing my faith, I'm walking away from what you knew all along. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your star, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon. Child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon.
Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon, and I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. Ain't got no place to call my own. Feels like I'm better off alone. So sad inside and hopeless. These Hollywood hoes never notice. Can't get back on. Girl, I miss you. Can't get back on. Girl, I miss you. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon, and I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. perfect. That's how it goes. Hollywood perfect. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. How'd I end up alone? I'm not certain. The girls impolite in the club every night. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. How'd I end up alone? I'm not certain. Girls
All right, guys, welcome back to the South Asian Regionals of Dota 2. My name is Odog. With me, I have K-Dog. We just casted game number 1, which was between Team India versus Team Pakistan. And it just went too well on the side of Team India. I mean, they were just able to take it off. Not too long game, I think about 30 minutes. And we already know for me and K-Dog, both of us, Krish was the MVP for the game. But we cannot forget the supports as well. They did a great job using the twin gates alongside all the movements that came in onto the map. And I felt like the communication was just perfect all across the map. So we are going to go ahead with game number 2, I believe, which is going to be between Team India and Team Sri Lanka. Let's see, how both teams are going to perform. And again, I mean, I think the best team is going to win, just like the last time, however the game went. But I want to talk about
not
a couple of
necessarily.
things.
I actually don't agree with that. When you say the best team is gonna win, no, dude, the best team is not always gonna win because sometimes, like last time, in fact, Pakistan India may have been very close in terms of skill,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
sometimes things just go really well, things fall into place, and the team that performs better will win. If they're both okay, anyway, whatever. Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to do everything. But we do have the
No,
draft
but
coming up from Sri Lanka versus India. So
yeah.
I guess we're already driving into draft for game 2. And,
Mhm.
we see a Medusa and a Kotal ban and a Doom and
Yeah.
Underlord. So these are really heavy meta picks right now.
Mhm.
Medusa, obviously, because of, she gets bonus mana. Her mana is now HP.
Yeah.
And basically, every point of mana gives her like 4 HP. So she has 4x her mana in terms of HP, which is absolutely insane. She has a way of
Insane. Yeah.
recovering that HP with Mystic Snake. So I guess one advantage is that she doesn't benefit from like lifesteal as much anymore because
Yeah.
you're still losing mana, you're not gaining it as life. So we see
Mhm.
a lot of these cool funky builds with like Bloodstone Medusa. We see like offlane tank Medusa. So, just really want to get that shit out of there. And you're like, we don't want to play against this effectively 6k HP Medusa. Let's just take her out. Good choice. And
Yeah.
likewise the Doom with currently the
Mhm.
whole Vanguard buffs. We see a lot of Arcane Boots, Vanguard off lanes
Yeah.
who break it into Octarine. Doom is one of those heroes that gets an Octarine Midas by like 15 minutes and he's just dooming all the time. He also has a Doom CD talent at 20 minus 45 seconds. That's
Yeah. think I think
Spawn.
there are the Zeus is also good, but then
Hello.
meanwhile whenever we talk about heroes like CM and Bounty Hunter, I think they can just be as strong as the last game. I mean, Bounty Hunter has been one of those heroes which have been really active in the past patch alongside CM. And the way we saw how CM has been really strong, I think I'm really liking the picks coming out from Team India, Kato.
Yeah, they're really good. But TB again is another really strong pick. CM obviously to counter the Beastmaster. It's like he's gonna keep popping those boars. You freeze the boar, you can kill the hawk with your Frost Nova. So a nice counter pick just to ensure you get like a decent lane matchup. When you have a
Yeah.
support that counters a core in lane, it just makes your lane a lot easier. As like a safe lane carry, you don't have to worry about the harassment coming out. But
Yeah.
Beastmaster has got a lot of buffs to his axes, so that's another build people are going when they know that their board is going to be compromised. Um, but yeah, still a really nice pick in the CM and Bounty Hunter. I guess that means, they're going to be playing a lot more active. Their vision game is a
Active.
lot
Yeah.
stronger now. And it's different types of vision. Sri Lanka, you have your hawk scouting for you, you have TB illusions, but India, you have your bounty running around. And with the new changes to sentries and the map getting bigger, it makes invis heroes a lot stronger because you can't just say, oh yeah, he's gonna come from this way, and if we put a sentry here, we're gonna find him or spot that rotation because he can come from the left, he can come from the right, he can take a twin gate and come from your top of your head. Like you really don't know where this guy's gonna come from. So just Invis Heroes getting a buff as a whole and India deciding to pick it up, just nice choice. But you do have a TB, and it's like, even if you find this guy, can you kill him? Becomes the next question. So nice picks coming out so far. But one point to note is that Sri Lanka picked their cores first and India picked their supports first. Unless the bounty is offlane, obviously that can be a flex. But one thing I really like from the Sri Lanka side so far is that when you pick your cores, right? Cores, I mean, I've said this many times before, cores are going to get farm. And you can often turn around a lane matchup by, a draft matchup by having more farm. But if your support counters a core, it makes it a lot harder. So with them leaving their support picks for later, it allows them to counter cores. Like, for example, now we see an axe coming out. So this axe can be countered by supports like, like Sky or any magic base, or even like a Shadow Demon who's going to like, whatever. It's just going to get a lot easier and undying. So, this lane is going to get a lot harder now for this axe as opposed to, like for your TB or something, because it's just a lot nicer now. And again, axe into TB, I'm not really sure how I feel about this matchup. I feel like, TB already has a lot of armor and he's going to negate a lot of that counter helix damage. I believe it's physical now and not pure. And also axe does damage. Axe does magic damage based on armor. I get that. That doesn't matter. But yeah, Undying, a really nice pick. So far, no real tomb hitters from the side of India. There's no one who can really be like, oh, there's the tomb, let's break it. And we have good slows coming out from the Beastmaster, and the TB allows you to sort of, fight around that tombstone and protect it. Oh, Monkey King. That's nice.
I like the Monkey King and the Earthshaker pickup. I think they're going to be a little bit on the advantage in terms of, how Undying does get super annoying because of the zombie spawning. So your blink does get cancelled a lot of times, even though you're not in the vision, but then, you have a zombie coming up. So that is going to be a little bit troublesome for the axe to look up for the calls if you're trying to fight closer to the tombstone. But I really like the monkey pick here.
Yeah, Earthshaker also has received a lot of really good buffs in this patch. Literally 2 days ago, his fissure range got increased by 200 at level 1. So his fissure range is already longer, and he also has a range extension talent. So that's going to be really annoying to play against. And I literally saw this post on Reddit, which was like, TI is coming up when Earthshaker gets a buff. I was like, dude, that's so funny. And also the ES Undying is a really nice pickup into the 3 melee cores that have come out from India right now. So you have 3 cores that really 3 heroes that want to get in your face. Bounty only stuns at melee distance now. So you can't really cancel those TPs unless you get in someone's face. You get in someone's face, there's an Earthshaker there to like, really wreck your combos up. So, and he's a magic-based hero, so really good against the axe, can really control those jumps and allow your TB to get a Sunder off, can really protect that tombstone also. I guess it's going to be really interesting to see how they itemize in this game. I think Monkey will probably try to go for a Maelstrom upgrade either into the Gleipnir or the Mjolnir maybe, because you want to sort of bypass the TB's armor. You want to clear all these annoying little cretins like your Beastmaster summons and, but I do think they picked up the Undying because, they picked up the Monkey because it's good at hitting the tomb and it's good at laning against the Undying. It's like, even though you lose HP, you can still recover it. You have self-sustain just by trading, and you trade better. Not a lot of heroes trade well with Undying, especially strength heroes. So you don't want to get like your CKs and any other strength core just because he's going to shred your damage and your strength and your HP when he steals that strength. And a Pugna pickup coming out. Dude, I honestly love the Sri Lanka draft. Pugna got a huge buff because of the Dagon changes. So Dagon allows you to get spell lifesteal now, and it's one of the few items that you can upgrade your mask, the magic mask, voodoo
Magic
mask.
mask. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Voodoo.
So voodoo mask is now included in the Dagon upgrade. So really nice pickup for a Pugna. Zeus, dude, I love this pickup.
Yes.
Just because Zeus, you're like, oh, he's gonna keep casting spells, and you know it's pure magic damage. You get a BKB, and he's done. But not anymore. Now he also has right click with his new shard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Pugna was the traditional counter, but now it goes 50-50. I feel like Zeus is a lot more flexible now, so you can do more with this hero. All in all, really fun drafts. And the nice thing about these drafts is I think we're going to see a lot of fighting. Monkey very mobile, Bounty very mobile, Axe going to get a blink, very mobile. Beast wants to be pushing towers, so he's going to be into your map. Pugna wants to be pushing towers, he's also going to be into your map. Yeah, just I think we're going to see a lot of action, and that's the best kind of Dota that I like. And yeah, really excited for this game.
And what do you feel about picking up an Earthshaker into a bounty hunter? Like, do you think it's good?
It's okay. I mean, the thing is, obviously you're like worried about getting the surprise echoes off and stuff.
Yeah.
But when you have a Beastmaster who's sort of forcing an issue, like Beastmaster is gonna be hitting your towers. He's gonna be forcing you to like respond. And at that time, you can't really be sitting and looking for an Earthshaker. Oh, is he in these trees? Is he in those trees? You have like an Undying Tomb also. So, you want to hit the Tomb. You want to stop this Beastmaster from pushing towers. You have TB Illusions wrecking havoc from afar. And then you have an Earthshaker to watch out for. So it's like there's a lot to really look for in these fights. And it's very hard to really find all of them. So, yeah, I think it's going to be really chaotic.
Yeah, I have one more question, because I don't know how this is. Does it work or does it not? Because Dota is also there's a lot of things that we don't know yet. So, does Tombstone gets decrypt by Pugna's decrypt? Can you decrypt a Tombstone?
Honestly, even I'm not sure, but I don't think so.
Because if you do, then I mean it's impossible to destroy it.
Yeah, if you could, it would be pretty impossible to destroy. But you can't decrypt Serpent Wards also. So I feel like it probably isn't.
I think it's a ward unit.
Dude, it's 2-1 at the 0-minute mark. They've already got. I guess there was like some insane first blood action coming out for the runes.
Yeah, there's definitely some fight that has happened here. But meanwhile, we're gonna get back into the game. We have Panda versus Krish. It is gonna be a Pugna versus Zeus. But we consider any mana using hero like Pugna is like kind of a counter to these mana using heroes. That's something that was or can take into consideration on the books of Dota. But I don't know if now Krish is gonna try out the right click meta on Zeus just to counter this Pugna's Nether Ward, or is it gonna be something else? Meanwhile, we can see on the side cam there is gonna be on the bottom lane, which is definitely gonna be annoying. We can already see.
So the only problem that I see with this Sri Lankan side is that when you drop a tomb and when you drop a Nether Ward, it's gonna be in one place, right? So as long as you move the fight a bit, you can play around it. And they don't have the best tomb hitters, but or the best Pugna Ward hitters, but you can just move the fight a bit. So as long as it's not forced around an objective like Roche or a high ground tower defense type thing, they're gonna be fine. So I think they're gonna try and force fights in different places or try to move fights around to try and get that advantage, or at least that's what they have to do. We can see the CM just dealing with the Beastmaster summons. Axe is gonna go down in bottom lane. I guess like we said, the Undying really good against strength cores, so just sapping out his strength and the level 2 buff. Axe is still level 1, Bounty is level 1, but these guys are level 2. So not respecting the level 2 spike. Whoa, this TB skin is sick, dude. Look at it. Damn.
Yeah, I like it too. All right, on to him, they're getting a little too aggressive there. There's gonna be a mirror hitting, which is gonna put him down. I believe if he did not mirror, he could have survived. I think the Helix came in because of the mirror.
Yeah, I think it's one of those calls you have to take. It's like, is the slow worth it, or would you
Yeah.
rather just like try to run without chance of counter helix? And there was a blood grenade also used, so
Yeah,
I guess there really was no escape. But he does have creeps coming in. I think
it's a big wave.
Vegito gonna be very happy with this creeps that are coming.
But the only bad part is he's lost his metamorphosis because of the death.
Yeah,
But I think he has
but
secured a kill in the lane. It's fine.
yeah, and metamorphosis is something that's gonna come back up soon anyway. So it's like every time it's off, you try to use it. If you use it and don't get a kill, that's a problem. But here he got the kill, and I think it's kind of okay. But not blocking the camp early enough, allowing PinkMaN to get the pull off.
Yeah. And we can see the aggression coming in from Axe. I mean, you don't want to play an Axe, staying behind and stuff, even though there's a decent amount of strength loss, which Undying is definitely troubling the Axe and the Bounty Hunter. But still, I mean, you see, heroes like Axe and Bounty Hunter, I mean, if you play like passive, they're never going to work because you rely on that unreliable gold steal, if I'm not wrong, on the Bounty. The Chinada is just, it just gets super annoying.
Yeah, I also really like how the Bounty is kind of just moving around and not, it's kind of, wow. So, Krish making a nice rotation to help HPK take out Ab. Is it Ab or AB? Oh no! Damn, ABH1 tries the TP out but dies. That's a worst case scenario for your offlaner. And
there's a
hopefully
wave pushing
PinkMaN
in.
gonna come and soak up the XP before ABH1 can get back. Yeah, we see him quickly moving to the bottom lane. Just try and get that XP in the absence of his offlane. But yeah, dude, when you try to TP and you die, that's the worst. You lose your way to get back to lane, you lose the XP, you've given away gold. Not the best start. Axe obviously looking to try and get to his Vanguard as soon as possible.
Yep.
To try and sustain this lane.
Yeah, and Crimson Guard is one of those items which have been super buffed in this patch. I think in the last patch we did not see anyone buying Crimson, but this patch it has been like really strong.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, onto the top lane, you can see some TPs coming in, and the right clicks from Monkey were just enough to secure that kill. And Matrix is going to go down for the next 15 seconds.
Yeah, I feel like this is, dude, I love games like this where it's like action, action, action. It's like 5 minutes and there's already 9 kills on the board. Nice wave moving in for this Monkey King. I think that's going to kind of cement this lane for him. He is playing against a double melee matchup, so that's really nice for him. He's only going for the 1 point in Jingu though, so I think maybe he's trying to... Oh, yes,
I think this should be a kill if I'm not wrong. I mean, we have a CM and Bounty Hunter coming in. Bounty goes to kill on ES and AB. He's gonna go back to the base for the next 15 seconds again.
You know, I really like what they've done right now. They've basically said that bottom lane is hard. Axe has gone to the jungle. It's not worth losing more over this. Wow, nice pick off by Krish. He's like, you take my DD rune, I'm gonna kill you. That's basically what he did.
Yeah, and it's actually a big kill. I mean, killing an off lane is like, yeah, you're getting some decent, gold, and then pushing him back up. Oh no! And Axe has picked up the Vanguard, but seems to be in trouble. Oh, looking out for that ulti. Meanwhile, onto the other side, there's gonna be another kill being secured by Krish. Panda's gonna go back to base for the next 22 seconds. Hard run there. Meanwhile, AB has taken the revenge from the Bounty Hunter. This time securing the kill in his bag, pushing him back to the base. HBK running away. Running in to steal the rune. Will he be able to get him? Get stunned? No, Matrix gets it. And Matrix is gonna get the XP rune alongside the XP of HBK's kill, and the lowest XP holder in the team will also get
Dude, this
the
is like
experience
your
from the
classic,
wisdom rune.
your classic lane setup, right? Your safe
Yeah.
laners are highest net worth, your mid laners are next, I mean highest last hits, and your off laners are like barely managing to keep up. And then your supports obviously don't hit any creeps, so they're right at the bottom. Meanwhile, PinkMaN chasing around this Undying.
My god, the Janada is just insane, man. Like, you just keep right-clicking and look at him, he's just getting slowed down, and the crit that comes in from this Janada is just super annoying. He's just given up now.
Oh, he's waiting for the next Janada.
Oh my god.
Free Culling Blade stack. That's nice. You always want the permanent stats.
Yeah.
Like, it's like waiting for your LC duel or your Necro Reap or your slot.
I really
to come
like
and
this
finish
type
him
of
off.
change. You know, I really like this type of change on Axe as well as Necro. I mean, you have those permanent stats that add on every single kill, makes you want to fight more. You know, not being AFK. Oh, okay, Monkey is gonna jump in. They'll be able to secure the kill and looking out for an escape. And here comes Noor. They'll be able to secure that kill on Vegito. Wow. Meanwhile, Panda moving on to the top side. Will he be able to get anything?
Yeah,
I believe
think
not. I
honestly
think they
this
will
is-
be able to turn it around. And one more click on AB is gonna go down. Krish comes in from behind, stuns him right on spot, and here comes the pick pole trying to run away with that attack or movement speed, but getting slowed down with that haste rune as well. Krish is gonna help them secure the kill, but what? Why did Undying came in? He's gonna lose his life.
I think he was
and
looking
tome.
for the return kill on the CM. But I mean, at this point, it's it's just the teamwork, and it's like you want to just squeeze in that kill, but you don't have enough, and you really want it to be enough, but it's not enough, and you just end up in a worse situation than you were when it started. And yeah, from 7-5, it's gone up to 13-7 in favor of Team India. We see a smoke coming up from the Beastmaster. I guess he wants to use his level 6 ult now with the Earthshaker and try to get a kill. But Krish off to a great start. He's already got his 5 lakh tree. Dude, 5 lakh tree Zeus is so good. It's actually insane. I played it once this patch and it just feels so good. You have so many slows and it's so obnoxious. I feel like this item is just... Its value is way too high. Bottom lane.
Yep. Okay, there's gonna be the catch. Oh, the roar comes in, but it is gonna be on the bounty hunter. Meanwhile, Axe is trying to run away with Pugna. They'll help him secure the kill. Yes, Pugna gets it. Meanwhile, Vegito also gets the kill of the bounty hunter. Both the offlaners down. As of now, the support as well as the core.
Yeah, I like how he like switched his usage of the Beastmaster ult and made sure they got more instead of just focusing on the one axe skill.
And what do you feel about the new item Pavise? Do you think it's a good item?
Yeah, physical damage block is always welcome. It's basically like having extra HP effectively.
Yeah. And meanwhile, onto the bottom lane, there is gonna be a fissure into a cast. There is a small root coming in, but the timing was just perfect. And the threshold was just perfect. And it's like, I think he just got it right on spot for the culling. Because I believe it's a level 1 culling if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, dude, honestly, this is not a good start. If you were for Team Sri Lanka, you want to be pressuring towers, you want to be able to win these fights when they're coming at you.
Yeah.
But Team India kind of forcing fights all over the map. Now they're invading the TP's jungle. He does not have a Sunder for this. He will go down to a support duo. That's not nice.
Yep. And a Pavise pickup on Bounty Hunter.
Yep.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
I think it's decent to, help you dive some towers and secure some kills. Meanwhile, Panda is also struggling against Krish. And here comes the bounty again. Ooh. Okay, there's gonna be another word warning him not to reveal himself. Pugna's gonna get tracked with the Ether Lens pickup that
Radiant's
we can
middle
see right
tower
now.
is under attack.
And I think it's always a good choice to play with the strongest hero on your team, isn't it? For the supports.
Dude, MNZ has 102 last hits at 12 minutes. The TV has 70. They are 7k
Radiant's
net
top
worth
tower
ahead.
is under attack.
And
Boy,
Krish
running for his life.
is
They are
trying
gonna
to
try and
run
slow him
away.
down.
Here
Nice
comes.
boundless strike to turn.
Oh, there is gonna be the Thunder. Vegeta trying to run away and escape, but is it gonna be enough? No, it's not gonna be enough. But there's gonna be a miss on the call. Meanwhile, Panda comes in from behind. He's trying to decrep him. Decrep's down as well. He's getting super slowed down by Zeus. Krish exactly knows what's going on. I think the Blink Dagger is gonna get off cooldown very soon. Waiting for the Culling Blade, and here comes it. Another Culling. And secures some stats in his bag.
Really good movements from Team India. I feel like,
Radiant's
you know,
middle tower is
this
under
is the
attack.
problem. When you try to force a fight that's not around an objective for Sri Lanka, you don't have this Tombstone or this Nether Ward that you're playing around. There's no objective even if you do win the fight. So, you know, even if Team India had lost the fight there, they wouldn't have lost an objective through it.
And then
Meanwhile,
one more
ganking
time
bottom
onto the
again.
bottom lane. HBK is gonna get a little too close there. He had the ulti, but he did not cast it.
Yeah, I mean, there's only two heroes, right? He was surrounded by his own creeps. So it's like, do you want to use the Echo? I actually think it's
To
a good
just
call
escape.
to not use it. Just because it's
Yeah.
better to be used in a situation where it can actually amount to something. I think he's
Radiant's
just trying to
bottom
get
tower is under
his Blink
attack.
Dagger up as soon as possible, but paying the iron price. Krish, once again, dominating in this game. Monster kill.
Oh my
Bounty Hunter
god.
also getting kills across the map. Oh boy. And these are all track kills, by the way, so you know that net worth
Extra
lead just
gold.
getting, yep, 20 to 10 and 10k difference. That's, oh boy, this is where things are starting to snowball out of control, and it's like,
Yep.
where are you safe? You know, you have a bounty that's going to be chasing you around. You have a Zeus that can nuke you globally. You have a Monkey King that's jumping everywhere. Like, where do you farm? And Beastmaster is so far behind. He's queued up a pipe because he's feeling the threat of the Zeus, but Axe and Monkey don't care about a pipe. Bounty also not so much, you know. So how useful is this really gonna be even when that push comes? Pipe also
Another
did get
fall
buffed
into
a
the
bit.
root. Oh my god, look at that damage coming in from Zeus.
Yeah, dude.
It just melted there.
Phylactery.
Dire's top
I mean,
tower
Zeus
is under
already
attack.
has big nukes, and on top of that, this
Yeah.
Phylactery
Radiant's
is
middle
an
tower
extra
has fallen.
150 magic damage every
And a
6
slow.
seconds. And a slow.
And there you go. There's another call coming in with a blade mail. You can do nothing but hit the blade mail, and an axe is gonna cull you through. His metrics is down another 30 seconds
Dude,
Dire's
he's
top
got
tower
5
is
stacks
under
of
attack.
armor. That's
in just
is that a
15
free
minutes in.
chainmail? How much armor is
I
a
think so.
chainmail? I think. Oh,
I think it's
God.
4.
Are scanning.
Yeah, chainmail is 4 armor, so he's got more than a
Yeah.
chainmail just from using his ult. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, see, there's
I mean-
something, K-Dog, that I really like about Team India. I don't know if you've noticed, they do not really go for the bookish picks, I believe. You see, when there was a bounty pickup, the team tried to ban Co-op, there was a Tinker ban, you know, the very general heroes which goes along with track. And they're like, oh, okay, we're going to pick Zeus because you left it open. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
but
it's a very different way
the thing
to
is,
play the
you
game.
have to pick, but Zeus once again is a good pick, right? Because
Yeah,
you need
yeah.
like the magic damage against the TB, because your monkey and axe are not gonna give you that. And I think, yeah, I mean, the thing is, you can't ban every hero, and co-op and stuff would have been really good, but just the fact that they can't pick it, oh my god. Using a dust and not
yeah.
getting a kill,
Is under
blink reveal, oh god. My friend.
It's getting tough on the side of Team Sri Lanka. I mean, even though you have such a big map, but you're not able to farm anywhere. The supports are using their utilities. Still, you're not able to secure a kill onto the supports of the other team. It's definitely getting
Yeah.
harder here.
And you've been waiting so long for this blink reveal. You've got the blink reveal, and you don't get a kill on a support. That's
Oh my god, there's no way to
bad.
stop the
Monkey
TP either.
Radiance? Oh boy. Radiance Yasha at 17 minutes. Well,
Oh yeah, there
my
comes
God,
the Echo
nice.
Slam. It's a good Echo Slam, I mean. But I believe the Fissure could have been a little better to block
Dude,
the Axe.
300
Axe
plus
is a-
500 at 17 minutes for a CM.
Oh,
It's worth it. I mean, it's worth it. It honestly doesn't get much better than that. Zeus, you know, you try to gank this hero, he does his little Mario leap out of there, and oh
Yeah.
god, it's so annoying.
It's and then it's
I believe
gonna the phylactery is gonna slow you.
I don't think phylactery activates on the leap because it's not a
It only
targeted
activates
spell.
on point target. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, only on point target. But I mean, but the leap has its own slow anyway, so
And
you don't really lose much. You basically have a double slow if you cast 2 spells.
Is under attack.
Wow,
my
they
God,
are
I-
really just fighting this bounty. I mean, this undying, and they have a free tombstone to hit after. Are they gonna stay for this? Oh boy, yep. PinkMaN is doing it. HBK comes in to try and get some of that action. PinkMan's like, nope,
Has fallen.
that's my.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We're about to hit 20 minutes in. I think they'll also be able to steal the Tormentor. And I can see on the minimap, I think the Wisdom Runes again on the side of Team India has never been picked. Or maybe once.
Yeah, dude. They're like, you know, the thing is, you always think about only your Wisdom Rune, right? You assume if someone has taken
Yeah.
yours, they've also taken theirs.
Yeah. Oh, they
HBK,
fought
gonna get a
someone.
little deep.
Yeah. But
Trying to get
Axe
that
just
D1
went on to
off.
the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So they're
I
gonna
think they
get
just
more permanent
split.
sacks.
Oh, it's a good place to call. But okay, he'll only be able to get one. Is it gonna be enough, though? Oh my god, look at the threshold coming in. Oh my god. That's a lot of damage. And oh, Pagna is gonna get called and called. This is just getting super rough on the side of Team Sri Lanka.
Yeah, and when you think about the fact that he is playing against an undying lane, and that he's godlike in 19 minutes with Boots of Travel, if you're an Axe who can buy a Boots of Travel luxury item, oh boy, is this game ever a good one. All 3 cores of Team India on top at the moment.
Oh my god, another catch, and Bounty is just not putting down any mercy on this Terrorblade. I mean, where on the map would you go? You just gotta get tracked down. It's 24
Dude,
minutes.
honestly, we could use another set of casters for this game, and another set of observers. I feel like we would still have enough to talk about, because there's just stuff happening all over the map.
All over the map,
Like, this guy's got Radiance Manta in 20 minutes. This TB is being picked off by a Zeus Monkey King bounty that just show up out of
Radiant's bottom
nowhere.
tower is under attack.
And like bounty is on the other side of the map again. He's hunting.
Yep.
They're literally sticking Earthshaker, Beastmaster, and Undying are just
Radiant's
clumped up
bottom
together.
tower
But
has fallen.
is that a good thing?
think this-
Let's find out.
Alright, he looked out for a call, and will he be able to make it? He did make a call. There's gonna be a stun coming out from Fissure. The catch is gonna be enough for behind. There comes big time damage, which is gonna be enough to secure that kill. But
That's a nice kill.
Krish has also
Yeah.
gotten one more kill, so you get to Beyond Godlike. And look at that gold! Oh my
Nice.
god!
He just got a new item for that. 900 plus 900 split.
That's 1800. Oh my god!
That's insane. Well, I've been told that we do have another set of
Radiant's top
casters
tower is
happening.
under attack.
Yeah, they're probably talking about something else, but yeah, I mean, if you look at the game, how the game's happening, like
Radiant's
this
top
kills
tower
all
has
across the map because the map is so big. And I was talking about the Tormentor being stolen, and there you go. I mean, 21 minutes in, and they would just straight up want to pick up the Tormentor.
Dude, when you steal an enemy tormentor and get yours, that's 2,800 gold that's coming to your team. That's insane. Did you see what Zeus just did? He basically bloodstone and ult, and you get back up to full HP. It's your
Full
free,
HP,
it's your free
yeah.
heal and mana also, because you get mana also based on the amount of damage you do. So bloodstone, one of the best items on a Zeus. And this is the build that allows you to fight. You know, normally people will be like, oh, I want my Ags and stuff, but no, dude, you get Phylactery, Kaya, and Bloodstone, you can basically man fight anything.
Oh my god, there's gonna be another catch onto the Earthshaker who's trying to run away, and Monkey. Does he want to dive? Do you guys want to dive in?
Radiant's middle tower
Okay, Monkey did go in, waiting for the call, and there comes the calling. No need of the call. The damage is just enough. And I don't know if you noticed, Earthshaker did jump in onto the CM. Oh, okay, there's gonna be another Boundless Strike, but the damage. Oh, the Phylactery with the second spell.
Dude, this is one of those games where it's like, is it even worth like staying out till the end? Because you're getting smacked so badly. Sometimes it's better for your own mental health to just be like, let this game end. Let's move on to like greener days, you know. It's like every time this axe dunks, you feel that pain like all through your body. It's just like, oof. Really smacks your soul with that culling blade.
Yeah, and I was just saying, I saw like HBK getting gone on by Earthshaker, and he was about to hit, you know, the totem on it, but the Pawais, it just dodged the whole damage that came out from totem, and we know how much a totem can give out. So I mean, that just clears out my doubt. If is Pawais a good item? I mean, against physical damage, 100% it is. And we can see a 5-man smoke coming out from Team Sri Lanka.
Yeah, and I mean, they're basically going all in right now. It's like we're too far behind. We need to use everything to kill one guy. And hopefully, this is where you're trying to find someone who's alone. And if you end up losing this fight, you're probably gonna call GG. Just because it's like everything you have, you're throwing in on this all-in play. Oh boy, they get seen. Nice ward coming out. Axe gonna call the Beastmaster. Let's take it a block.
Is it gonna be enough though? The damage output coming out from behind. They just have to retreat there. There's no choice. Plus, I don't think Team India is gonna make that mistake on walking onto the high ground.
Yep, and you see how they put the tombstone, they put the ward, and you have to back off. Like, that's it. Your entire team fight is gone now. It's like, what do? You have an Echo to work with, but that's it. Without that Nether Ward and without that tombstone, your team fight is a lot weaker. So they know they can't fight now. Now it's back to the base, back to turtling, and you basically go all in. You got revealed. You couldn't find them. They made a good call to back off. Bounty, is he queuing a heart? He has a Reaver. He is queuing a heart. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But if how the Dota Plus saves, I mean, there's 0% win possibility on Team Sri Lanka right now. The way you know, India's carrying out the game, and look at that, like they're just playing together. Meanwhile, Axe was definitely looking out for some item. And you know, when a position 4 bounty hunter is buying a Heart of Tarask, then you know, the game's kind of
Dude, I really like this discipline that's coming out from them. Even though they're way ahead, they're not like, you know, squandering their lead. They're not like throwing it away on like some random fight. They're not letting their ego get in the way. Their positioning is really good, even for this Roche. They're respecting their enemies. Axe is fighting a Beastmaster on the other side of the map. Spawns a unit, hopefully hoping the slow will be enough, but it's adding to his spins.
Oh my god. Comes the LT. Feels the axe of Axe.
See what I mean? I love how in Dota there are these like sound effects, and Axe when it's successful is obviously one of them. Dude, he has 11 armor.
That's a lot.
11 free
11 stacks. Yeah, that's a lot.
Also going for a heart. Undying what? You know? Keep using your DK, brother, but I have too much HP. It's not going to be enough.
It's definitely gone stronger now. I mean, it's just gonna get super tough for them to do anything right now. Looking out for a defense. The
I
Glyph of Fortification comes in as well.
Are fortified.
Monkey King goes a little too deep, jumps in, lands out that Boundless, but is gonna get counter stunned. He pops out that Manta style. Is it gonna be enough? Oh my god, from behind, Axe comes in. And the culling, oh no, he's gonna miss it because of the Pugna heal there. But there's gonna be the kill of Undying, which has been taken by the Monkey King, and they have retreated out without any casualties and without losing the Aces of Immortality. Once again, they would want to go in, and here comes the Boundless in the ring, and the call, is it gonna be enough? Yes, it is! There's no way you can escape out of the Wukum's ring. And one more jump, look at that. Will he be able to catch another one? The Pawais comes in, he's not taking any damage from the Tavers. He's gonna come in, and there comes the heal onto Matrix. This is gonna be enough. The body block comes in, Pugnar runs away because of the stun, and another kill being secured by the Monkey King. And they have already called it a GG. 27 minutes in, and we can see Team India winning against Team Sri Lanka. Insane game here, K-Dog. What a quick game, I would say. I mean, it just felt like the last game. I mean, you just do not have any place to farm. Like I feel like Team India has played the last two games like there are absolutely no map changes. I mean, there's the 40% map, you know, the advantage that we were talking about, or, you know, you can hide somewhere on the corner and farm. It's just not there. They just did not leave that space for these two teams to be able to fight or like find the farm or to get some space. It was just not happening. Everywhere on the map there was some kind of chaos.
I feel like the game started out really well. At the 0-minute mark, they were up 2-1, you know, getting some really good first blood kills. But after that, every lane was won, you know. They won every lane, they take over the map. And I always say this, I always say that when you're winning, it's a lot harder to win. Just because when you're ahead, every move you make has to be the right move. You overextend, you get killed. You try to farm solo in a bad position, you give them a comeback mechanism. And it's like every movement has to be really good. And the thing is, when you're winning, you are basically controlling 3/4 of the map, right? With 5 heroes. And the enemy has to just find one space with their 5 heroes and sort of control that or win a fight there to sort of come back. So the amount of space that you're covering is a lot harder. Your movements have to be better. You have to be more aware of how you can get to the other space to cover up for someone. You have to be controlling a lot more plays with a lot less resources. And it's just harder. And these guys are doing it perfectly. Like, they're finding the right pickoffs. They're going for the right objectives. They're really hitting everything perfectly. And I think they've really done a good job in this game.
I really like how from the draft itself, I mean, they seemed very confident. And then how we were talking about the Zeus pickup, I think the Zeus pickup was really good in the game. We saw how Zeus pickup did work with Axe. I mean, you do not really have to, you know, go in for that burst damage. It just came out because you have that global spell, which does put out a lot of damage. So a good call. I think they had initiation, they had track, which did also buff up their bounties, and they buffed up, you know, their all the gold advantage, XP advantage that you can get. You get the movement speed in the team fight. So I mean, whatnot. I think Team India has played their best game.
And you know, the thing is, I feel like they also, like, you draft a set of heroes, yes, but you then have to execute. And in their execution, they were flawless. Because you could see the bounty literally running all over the map. And surprisingly, you could also see the Zeus. Like, Zeus usually likes to, you know, sort of stay static in a lane, not move around as much. He does have heavy nuke damage, but he used to have a mobility problem. But now, he's basically everywhere with this bounty hunter, using that track gold. And, you know, while farming the map, he went for really good items that allowed him to stay out of base. Zeus usually has, like, big mana problems. But you get the Bloodstone. He literally cast his ult. Bloodstone ulted once just so he doesn't have to go anywhere. Dude, that's 350 damage to every hero on the map. He was like, nah, man, I'm just going to use it so I have my resources to use in the next fight. And Yeah, just really good play overall, really good team play. They really came together really well.
Yep.
Identifying the bottom lane was lost. Like Axe did not have a
Yeah.
good start. Beastmaster
Yeah.
did not have a good start, but they just let it be. They switched their bounty hunter to their safe lane, made sure, MNZ had a really good game on his Monkey King, made sure there was no threat to him. Like the supports were literally diving beyond towers to control the map. And this guy was just hitting creeps and farming 100 creeps in 12 minutes. Insane. Good work
Mhm.
by all of them. Axe, who had such a terrible lane, comes back
Mhm.
with a Vanguard, Blink, Blade
Right.
Mail, Boots of
Yeah.
Travel, Godlike Streak
19
at
minutes.
19 minutes.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like these guys have done a really good job with their team and they're playing really well around each other. Like they look really solid right now.
Yeah, and I think the culling stacks is something that we can just never forget. I mean, the extra armor that you're getting against a hero like Terrorblade, yeah, I mean, it just does get insane. I mean, Team Sri Lanka, they did try their best. They were every single time we even saw like that one smoke happening. It shows that the team is actually trying to play. They just did not give up until the end. They were like, okay, we're gonna give it our
Yeah,
best,
of
and
course.
we
Props to
just
them.
smoke out the 5-man, and we want to try and
Yeah.
see what we can do. But then, yeah,
Yeah, of
things
course,
just
dude.
didn't go.
I feel like at a certain point, in fact, I actually think about this at like every bracket, it's always the players who never give up and have that like, I mean, there's still a chance, there's still a chance. You just got to keep
Yeah,
trying. And the thing is, you don't say, oh, there's still a chance and then go farm AFK somewhere,
yeah,
in the enemy jungle somewhere. I mean, if that's what it calls for, sure. But usually it'll be like, come on, guys, let's get together, try and get something. You try to
yeah,
constructively find a way back into the game. And they tried it.
mhm,
But again,
yeah.
sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. And this time
You
they were just
lose.
really unlucky. They had a good ward on that high ground,
Yeah,
which scouted them. They had an axe in perfect position. It's just unlucky, but props to them for never giving up. Sportsmanship award, Team Sri Lanka.
oh yeah,
But that's
oh
not really the award you want. You usually want to win. But yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it is
Yeah,
what it
I mean,
is.
yeah.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Well, yeah, I believe this is going to be the end of today's stream, guys. We had the two best of ones. The first one was India versus Pakistan, where India won 1-0. And today, the second game was India versus Sri Lanka, which also India got into their favor. So I would just want to quickly shout out to Mandeha Art Smith. We have World Esports, IESF, Inox, Hama, Upthrust Esports. Thank you so much, for sponsoring the event, and we had a great time casting. We will see you tomorrow back at 4 o'clock at the ESFI YouTube channel. So if you guys haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please go ahead and do that. This is Odog, and with me, I have K-Dog. We're signing off for today, and we'll see you
Yeah.
tomorrow at 4 p.m.
Holding on to what I know, to everything I've learned, what is real and fabricated. What is wrong? What is my problem? What can I get out of this world that I created? Fighting storms in my head, don't know where I have been. I'm alone, no one to turn to, no one understands. Shit's too complicated. Away, and I feel like I am someone else. Away, and I feel like I don't know myself, no. Away, and I feel like I don't know my name. And I don't want to live this way. I don't wanna keep on wasting a life. I'm drowning in my head, I'm losing my mind. And if you could know, yeah, if I could show you, I don't wanna keep on living this life so faceless. So faceless.
Divine, and we back. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Made it through the rain, the rain. I turn nothing into something. No more dealing with their assumptions. Cause I do what I gotta do and I know, can't nobody do it like me. All they do is judge me for who I might be. Maybe if they took some time to pick my mind to see that I'm cooler than lemons and iced tea. All I wanna do is live it up with the homies. Everybody really talking as if they know me. But I guess I gotta face it. I'm so tired of being faceless.
I don't wanna keep on wasting life. I'm drowning in my head, I'm losing the mind. And if you could know, yeah, if I could show you, I don't wanna keep on living this life so faceless.
So faceless.
I got a premonition, I'm dreaming you and I. All my darkest fears are coming outside. We got a billion races, we got this melody. And you can trust me, baby, we got everything. Call me whenever you feel alone, babe. And when you need to cry, I'll be by your side. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. And when you need to escape from 1,000 fires, I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are. And I'm gonna miss you, I will never lie. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love. Feel alone, babe. And when you need to cry, I'll be by your side. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. And when you need to escape from 1,000 fires, I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are. And I'm gonna miss you, I will never lie. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love.
I remember the days, always at the same place, the same people every day. I will never forget this black old Corvette standing in front of my way. We were both in high school, I thought I was a fool. Oh, when I was falling for you, you keep drawing me in, and I know it's a sin, but even so, yeah, I need you. You taste like candy, eat you on a Sunday, feel so bittersweet. No You taste like candy. Eat you are the Sunday. I can feel the beat of my heart and beats. 'Cause you taste like candy. Tasty. You on a Sunday, feel so bittersweet, knowing I can live. You taste like candy, eat you on a Sunday. I can feel the beat of my heart increase.
You don't know what goes on behind these eyes. You don't know the loneliness hidden inside. You don't know I wanna eat you up alive. Come and get to know me, my type of wild. I'm the kind that spins you and hangs you dry. Well, I'm already on to another side. If you gave me your whole life, I would still have room for more. 'Cause I've got that appetite. Baby, I never feel whole. Though you might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. 'Cause I'm a black girl for your love. Like you, na 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 na, my center of gravity. 'Cause it's true, na na na, everything they say about me. I'll love you like a supernova, burn into you like a shooting star. Always craving for you to come to me. Though this way of life, no, it ain't healthy, but ain't no other way. It's just what I need. I want all your soul, I want your body. I'm the type that licks her, play clean. Don't wanna let out, wanna you can eat. If you gave me your whole life, I would still have room for more. 'Cause I've got that appetite. Baby, I never feel whole. You might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. 'Cause I'm a black girl for your love. It's true, na na na, everything they say about me. I'll love you like a supernova, burn into you like a shooting star. If you give me your whole life, I would still have room for more. 'Cause I've got that appetite. Baby, I never feel whole. You might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. 'Cause I'm a black girl for your love.
Say when they see me pouring some wine. Oh, then gets empty again. Better fill it up before I go. 'Cause I'm loving it, feeling it, touch me and being it. See what I see in it, I'm typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, fuck with it, flow with it, let it all go. Oh Lord, think you know what I'm like, but you don't fall, you lose control. Bittersweet melody when I dance. It got so hot, I forgot what I should have thought of before. Sure ain't easy for you to let go of the rules, cause there's so much fun. Are you loving the feeling that push me on you and I don't see what you're seeing, but typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, fuck with it, flow with it, please let it go. Oh no, babe, I did it again. I said a few things that I shouldn't have done. Well, bittersweet melody when I dance on your flight, cause I know what you don't. It is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up, babe. How sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up, babe. Now come alive with me and quit the jealousy. I know you're bored, I know it's boring me. Now come alive, baby, get out the grave with me. I know you're bored. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead?